Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. We have a interesting topic, concept of health. Just getting a broad spectrum of information of this. If you can retain about 10 to 15%, you'll help you basically maintain your health and basically hopefully get a happier, more energetic life. To start off, we'll be talking about the human body. We consist of 12 systems, which are made up of organs, and these organs are made up of tissues, and the tissues are made up of cells. We have trillions of cells in our body each day. These trillions of cells get renewed. Cells, what they do is they multiply, they take up nutrition, they do their purpose, and in 3 to 5 years we have a completely new body because it gets renewed. Question is, what have we given that cell? What kind of building blocks have we given that cell to do what it's programmed to do? Traditional medicine takes over or comes into play when we don't feel good. We go see a doctor, they'll either prescribe something like some medicine or some procedure to hopefully help us. But with a preventative approach, we try to go to the cells and give them what they need so that we can avoid those problems. And what do cells need? They need good quality water. They need nutrition, and it needs to be clean, inside and out. How much water do we need? We'll start with water. 30 to 40 mLs per kilogram of weight. That's per day. In order for water to be more compatible with our body and the fluids to be more absorbed, it has to be in certain parameters. First one is pH. That's how we know if something is acidic or basic. There's a pH scale that we go off of. It ranges from 1 to 14. Right in the middle is 7. That's neutral. It's neither acidic or basic. It doesn't do anything. When we go from 7 to 1, we consider that acid. And when we go from 7 to 14, it becomes more basic or alkaline. Our blood and our lymph system, or the fluids around the lymphatic system, is roughly around a pH of 7.43. So it's actually more basic. That's where we want the pH to be in our bodies. What affects our acidity is what we eat. There's very acidic drinks, water, even foods that keeps on driving that pH in our bodies down to the acidic area. That's when we get in trouble. When people are extremely sick, something goes on, their blood gets tested to see where is their pH, to see how they need to correct that pH. One way we can help our bodies is, of course, drinking water that is from 7.5 to 8 on that pH scale, so in that alkaline area. And of course, when our bodies are more acidic, which is not a good thing, bacteria, fungi, and parasites flourish. That also makes our immunity not work very well for us. We get sick, problems arise. So we want it a little more basic. So 7.43 is the pH. The next parameter after pH is the ORP, the oxidation reduction potential of water or any fluid. There is water testing equipment that can check that level, which is tested in millivolts. That way we can see if something is positively charged or negative. Positive charge is very easy to find. Water that is from the tap or tap water, water bottles, basically anything we get from the store, they're positive charge. Basically they're in an oxidative state. It will react with us, it will take energy away from us. We're dealing with free radicals in that state. Negative charge, we're actually heading more towards life. So if somebody's saying, "Oh, my water is alive," meaning it's negative charge, and it gives you energy. Anything positive, it will take that energy away from you. There are filters and machines that can make water negative charge. They're very expensive. They're pricey. Their machines and filters can do that, but it's very expensive. ORP also, we can see how that works, how oxygen reacts with iron, rust. In a way, if we're always in an oxidative state, we're just pretty much rotting away. And our bodies are always also is trying to make it into a negative charge that takes energy. This is where our aging comes from. We just age away, trying to correct that balance. Because as we breathe in air, eat food, our cells, they metabolize nutrients, oxygen, so we can get energy from that. The byproducts of that is we get, of course, energy and free radicals that we need to also get rid of with antioxidants. So any water that is negatively charged is like an oxidant. So we're actually helping our bodies conserve that energy, and we can stay healthier and actually looking younger longer. So another question comes up. Is there anything that we can help us get water into both a pH that is alkaline, where we want it to be, and a ORP, or oxidation reduction potential, of a negative charge? There is something that's called coral mine. It's manufactured. It comes from Japan. That's where it's made. These are coral that have been made and put in these satchels that we put in water. Each of these you put into 1.5 liters of water. Leave it there for a couple minutes, and what it does, what's the name of that? Coral mine. What it does is makes the pH more alkaline and a negative charge. In the coral mine, we have vitamin C, which is an antioxidant, and calcium and magnesium, which all come from the coral. So naturally, it makes that water live water, which we want. In conjunction or with the right water, we want something that will clean our cells, not just the cells, everything around it. There's also something called Go Detox and Go Detox Light. Things that clean out basically our digestive systems, or actually our bodies. I'll do a little demonstration. I'll just show you the detox. Like our sinks, whenever we use processed foods, basically as the pipe goes, they look like they don't have any. They look like nice and slick. There's no. But over time, as food and stuff goes through, of course, things builds up, and over time it can get clogged. Of course, we use special detergents, soaps, cleaners that clean all that gunk out, so that water just keeps on going through there, or anything we put in those sinks. Same thing happens with our GI tracts, especially with our colons. Over time, our colon, as it absorbs and gives us nutrients, it's not as smooth as, like pipes. It has different types of what's called cilia and things that absorb food. They look almost like a little bit hairy. And in certain areas, some things that are digested well get stuck in these little areas. They build up, sometimes up to 10 kilograms of food are stuck in our guts. We're just carrying this rotting food around, which becomes toxic and makes us feel bad. Sometimes it could just, maybe over time, that lining where our bodies absorb food and nutrients get clogged with these things. So our foods, our vitamins, everything just, nothing gets absorbed well. Our body's trying to get that stuff out. We feel sick. So there's should be something that can clean it out. And Go Detox can do that. Along with getting the rotting fluid or anything that's in our guts out, there's also a anti-parasite or parasital also programs that can go and get those bugs out of our systems that are actually, they affect our immunity. Also, they're trying to hide in your body and they're feeding on you. So Go Detox with the anti-parasite program helps clean everything out. And with our modern day foods, we don't know what's put in them. We don't know what kind of hormones, additives, preservatives. Some of it, or if most of it, we can't digest. They can get stuck in our bodies. So, like with with a house, anybody lives with, our bodies are like a house that we need to keep tidy. We bring things in, things get used up. Anything that is left over, we need to clean out. Same goes with our bodies, especially our guts, where food comes through. And over time, when we do go through the detox program, it takes about 14 days. And after going through it, we can see a big difference in our skin, which also shows whatever's going on in our bodies. Our skin is the first thing to tell us. Skin can get cleared up. We can lose weight with getting rid of the extra even fluid, extra waste that we can't get out. That comes out, we can feel more energy. The foods we eat, we can get better absorption. And like I said, the skin can clear up, and that lasts 2 to 3 weeks. And this detox can be done every 6 months to really keep wash our houses, our bodies nice and clean and functional. So after we clean, or during the cleaning process, which takes about 14 days, this can be done every 6 months. Last thing we have to do is feed our cells. The food elements is actually what gets broken down from the foods that we eat. So we're not feeding our cells, burgers and fries, soups, tacos, anything we put in. Actually, what cells need are like amino acids, vitamins, minerals, very important, polyunsaturated fats, and they're all interconnected, and enzymes help break down our foods, proteins, carbs, any plant-based carbs actually that we depend on, not just our own bodies, even the bacteria in our gut, which is also important because they help break down foods to their simpler elements like amino acids. So all this can be absorbed through the cells. Polyunsaturated fats, different types of fats also help get minerals to our cells and vitamins. So this is all, in short, this is all we need. Water, bright water. We have to make sure our cells and our body is clean, and we need to make sure we feed our cells so that in every 3 to 5 years, as our body renews through cells dividing and multiplying and replacing those dying cells, and we have that best body possible so we can feel great, energized, and happy with life. So this was Serge. Thank you for joining me today, and take care.